Bam, damn, a damn Alabama fan and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brother.
Namath again faking, quickly finds his target.
Now cuts in. He's at the 40-yard line. He's at the 30.
Quick drop throws in the end zone.
Each number represents an expectation, a challenge that only a championship tradition can issue.
Pressure. Anders hits him. The ball is loose.
Alabama, here comes a heat. Cornelius Bennett. Whoa, did he get lit up?
It is an endless passing of the torch that urges the wearer to enrich his legacy.
Brings pressure up the middle in a hurry. They can't get away from Dante. Alexander first down and more.
Richardson breaks free on the sideline. Turns it corner. Can you say goodbye?
Because at Alabama, tradition is not retired. It is built.
I'd like the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
Alabama defeats Miami. Calling has succeeded.
This is not the end. This is the beginning.
Roll Tide, everybody. I'm sorry I'm still learning this new system. Like I said, we're still testing out, but I had to come in here, do a little pop-up tonight. We've had a lot go on for the last 2 weeks. We finally got football back going on. We got fall practice going on out there. We got them out there in cleats and helmets. They're doing run-throughs, not walk-throughs, run-throughs. Ask Coach Womack about that one. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. But in case y'all missed it, off the get-go, we are Bam Damn, a damn Alabama family, and proud of it. Gump Nation forever, brothers and sisters. Well, at this time, I would like to bring on my great brother. Been sticking with me through thick and thin. He's on vacation, so you got to bear with him, signal a little bit if it ain't quite right. Let's bring on my brother, Alabama Tide.
It doesn't just roll out great players. He and his staff develop them. It's all about the process.
Well, Mr. Alabama Tide, I see you're on vacation, sir. How's it going, brother?
Man, we're having a great time down here in Gulf Shores. I tell you what, though, it's hot down here. Ain't the word for it. I mean, man, you go outside, you melt, and you come inside, you freeze because you just got through melting. So, I mean, other than that, we're having a great time down here. We're having a lot of fun with the family down here. We're doing good. How you been doing?
Just wonderful. I see you got your hoodie going on, and like Coach DeBoyer been talking about, it's a cold summer in Alabama. So I guess that's why you got your hoodie on.
Man, yeah, I tell you what, it gets any colder, I'm going to have to put on 2 hoodies.
Bless your heart. Need to be like me. Big and fat, need everything I can get hold of. And you get hot real. But
yes, sir. Hey, we're going to be – go ahead.
No, go ahead. I ain't got no problem with it. I just noticed we was talking earlier and you had a couple of naked people running behind you, so just tell them to wave when they walk by this time.
There you go. My grandson, my son. Yes, sir. I tell you what, we're having a good time down here, like I said.
There's nothing wrong with that, brother.
That cold summer is because we've been out recruiting everybody cold-hearted. I mean, we're getting them all.
Well, speaking of that, let me ask you something. We had the NCAA, they came up with a little rule change, kind of slid under the radar there. That, it affects everybody. Anytime they do it, it does affect everybody. But they ended the dead period when coaches could have communications and assistant coaches and everybody else in the staff could have communications with recruits used to be in August. They started in July this year. It actually started this year in July. And that, if I remember correctly, that's pretty much is when Nick Saban, back when he was coach, would take the guys out on the river, pull them behind his boat, and, having a good old time, and had the championship barbecue. Was all about right. And they changed the time right in the middle of it. Do you think there's anything? Maybe they're trying to poke at Alabama, or it just happened to fall that way.
I think probably just happened to fall that way. I don't think they'd come after just one university because, Michigan just got through cheating their way to the national championship. Michigan cheaterines with all their stuff, and now I'm hearing they might be put on probation.
Hold up now. Hold up. I've got to rebuttal you on this one.
All right.
No matter how much Michigan cheated to get where they're at, we did not play the way we should have played. We made mistakes. We screwed up. We should have beat their ass. They couldn't hold a damn jockey strap to us. We're the ones screwed that up. Wasn't no cheating.
No, I agree. I agree. Yeah. No, we did. We heard it. We done what we had to do to beat ourselves. I agree with that. But I tell you, it's going to be I just don't think they would do that, for Alabama. There's some other reason maybe involved because now Saban's gone and everybody thinks Alabama don't have a chance. And they look up and they see Alabama with the number one recruiting class, until the 2 decommits happen. And then they keep moving the bar is what they're going to do, Spencer. Every time we do good, they're going to say, well, you got to do this. Okay, we do that. Well, you got to do that. They're going to move that bar every time we achieve it. They're going to move it better. But I don't see them coming out of Alabama like that, moving that, back into July like that, like we was talking about, just for the sole purpose of slowing us down because it ain't going to work. DeBoer has been here. At a short time he's been here, he got that good of a recruiting class. Can you imagine how good he's going to do when given a little time?
I understand. And I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. I'm going to follow off what you just said. I do agree with you. Coach D, I had doubts myself how he was going to recruit the South. I really and truly did. I ain't going to lie about it. I did. He's proving this old man wrong. His staff. Go ahead.
I agree with you.
His staff has proven me wrong. They've gone after, and they got everybody they wanted to get. The only problem that I need to bring all these Alabama fans, come back down to earth. Come back down here. Come on. Come back down here. Come back down here. When we hearing this number one class, we got all that. What you're forgetting is, in my opinion, these young men out of high school, they may be ranked 4-star, 3.5 star, 3 3/4 star. Then they go one of these money camps to get I call it a star camp. You go pay to get a star. And they get up a little bit. As soon as you verbally commit to Alabama, these other people up here coming off the money, coming off that jet. Watch it rain. Watch it rain. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You want to come here? You want to come here? They put a lot of temptation on these young gentlemen who really haven't got that much. Who's been, they've done their parents have done the best they could to give them a high school education. So now they're taking advantage of the situation. And when they come in, I can't blame them. Dude, I can't blame them. If I knew I went over here and I worked for, let's say, GE manufacturer over here, if I went over there and signed a contract, or not signed a contract, I said, I'm going to come to work for you next week. I'll be there next week. I will run your line. I will make it the best line you got.
Right.
Well, the Whirlpool gets wind of that. They come after me and offer me more money. What are you doing the same job? Where do you think I'm going? I'm going Whirlpool.
More money.
Go ahead, AT.
No, I agree with you. More money, and that's what they're doing. These kids are actually getting paid money just to take a visit, and so that's what Antonio Coleman. He committed. Was it Alabama, then flipped to Auburn? Alabama flipped to Auburn, or vice versa. He's done it 4 times now, and I don't know if the kid wants to be here or wants to be there. So at the end of it, though, if the coaches decide they want that Coleman kid, I'm all for it. And if they don't want him, I don't want him either. But they do. They get that what they call the Bama bump, which now is a different Bama bump than what it was. Now, all of a sudden, they look to see Alabama's got this kid and no longer has Nick Saban there. They're like, okay, we can give that kid money to come here and try to get him from us. And that's the new Bama bump because now everybody sees who we want and they go after them. And they think they can get him because Kellen DeBoer maybe not as good as Nick Saban was. But, hey, guess what? You're wrong. And they're going to find out the hard way, but they're going to keep on. And every time we get a guy like that, they're going to give him some money. Hey, here's $10,000. Come, visit us. So that's exactly what they're going to do, brother.
I mean, hell, I can't blame them, man. I mean, I'm from Sand Mountain, Alabama, a place called Booger Hill. Yes, I'm saying that correctly, Booger Hill. You go Flat Rock all the way across, and go over the creek, go up there, take a left on the first dirt road, and go over the little hill. That's Booger Hill. That's why I was raised right there.
I got you.
Right. So we didn't have much money. Not at all. I mean, I didn't think there was nothing wrong. Me sitting in there in the damn chair beside my grandfather over there willing in a box, making a dog bed, keep the fleas off of them with the cedar, looking down at the cracks in the floor, watching dogs walk underneath the house. I didn't think that was a problem because I was never told that was a problem. I thought that was normal. Right. So you took me back then, and you had somebody call me up and go, Spencer, yes, sir. We'll pay you $200 and your bus ticket if you'll come visit us on this day. What? Hell yeah, I'm there. It ain't $200 right now. It's $2,000. It's $20,000. It's $10,000. It's $5,000 just to come visit.
Yeah.
Man, I can't blame the young men. I can't. I don't blame them for working the system because I really think they will. If that's the card you're dealt, you got to bet them.
Yes, sir.
But with that also being said, let me talk a little bit about little Coach D right quick.
All right, go ahead.
D, I was watching this man on one of his videos that they were showing him at practice, and man, he's out there. He's finding out about Tuscaloosa heat. He's finding out how hot it is up in here in Alabama. But he's up there doing, I call it the Q-tip drill. He's got the little poker out there, and then come here and he's, trying, act like he's knocking the ball out. Ooh, right. He looked a little lip-legged there. He's going to have to adapt a little bit to our heat. He's a great coach, but he needs to go ahead and do like a little Womack on him. Womack goes out there on defense. He starts throwing the F-bombs on them. I mean, he's going all off on them. He's wearing a full sweatsuit, running across. What you mean? This is not a walk-through drill. I mean, he's all up on them. He's doing. I'm telling you right now, Deuce. I'm telling you, man. Our defense is going to be back this year. I really believe that. I see the men. Go ahead, Deuce. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just going to say I love that attitude. You want your defensive coordinator chewing their ass out. I mean, if he's on them chewing them, they're going to be okay.
That's 110 right there. I agree with you totally. It's just you never know. And sorry, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and put this up here right quick because you never know what might slip out of one of our mouths. We are very passionate about Alabama. Very passionate. And let me go here with my chat. Let me put my chat up here right quick. Stephen Hicks, good to see you, brother. I think that's Dirt Road Bigfoot's up in the house. What else we got up in here? I guess
Stephen, I'm feeling a lot better, Mr. Hicks. I'm getting over some stuff, and all that stuff. I've been all sore and beat up. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you for asking, and thank you for remembering that. I know all y'all are busy, and I appreciate you remembering that fact about me. So, I'm doing better. I'm in a cold room, so I'm wearing this hoodie trying to stay warm because I'll be over here going freezing to death.
And Mr. Van the Man, good to see you, brother. Good to see you up in him. And I mean, like I was saying with Coach D, we've seen, well, my age anyway, I have seen the great Coach Bear Bryant.
Yes,
I
sir.
saw how he just beat people down. That's back when you came out of the womb with a wee, you started being treated like a man right then. You was
on
pulling that diaper to the side. It was on, and he pushed them to the limit, and then he tapered down a little bit. He can't be so abusive to our kids. That's really bad. It hurts them. Take them to all.
Poor baby. Yeah.
And
yes,
then
sir.
we went through the great Nick Saban era, which we still had a little bit. We had some discipline there also. But then towards his last, I'm going to say 4 years, it got to the participation trophy kids coming up.
Yeah.
Coming up, you had to powder their ass for them.
Everybody gets a trophy.
Yes. They were entitled. I'm here. What are you going to give me? I'm entitled. So he, Coach Nick Saban, to me, is still one of the greatest coach of college football of all times right now for what he did during his time.
Yes, sir. Nobody's ever done it. Nobody
was the greatest during his time.
Yep.
It changes over. So now, let me. Oh, that being brought up. Oh, I done let myself in some stuff. I'm kind of got a little bit. I got to bring up.
Come on with
it. I've been hearing on different Alabama opinion shows. Definitely Georgia. Definitely LSU. Definitely Tennessee. Talking about the hate on Nick Saban field.
Yes, sir.
Calling it Nick Saban Field. Bryant-Denny Stadium, Nick Saban Field. Hearing a lot of hate on that. And I'm going to go ahead and call it right here. I'm going to call it right here, right now. When Coach D, Coach DeBoyer, stays at Alabama for 15 years, he will win 8 national championships.
I'm right there with you, 110%.
It's going to be called DeBoyer Nick Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, and Coach D will have his statue out there in front of it in the mighty circle with the rest of them. Deal with it, haters. Deal with it. It's coming. I mean, what do you think there, AT?
I agree with you. DeBoyer's going to be one. He's going to be one of the what do you call? He's going to be one of the 3 greatest we had. It's like the presidential thing we got out there, get cards and stoning, and he's going to be what's going to wind up being. It's going to be called Bryant-Denny Stadium, brought to you by Kellen DeBoyer and the University of Alabama at Nick Saban Field. I mean, it's going to have a whole bunch of things added up to it, man. I mean, he's a great coach, and I tell you what. And all y'all can check this out, and I'll say as quick as I can real quick. You look at any coach at any college at any one university, I'm not talking the entire career, but when he wins that first national championship, that first one, after that, you count 5 years after that, and he never wins another championship, or he goes somewhere else, but he never wins another one. Watch what DeBoyer does. Nobody's been able to do that except for Nick Saban and Bear Bryant after they win the first championship. Okay, that's the key. Go look at it if you don't believe me, and I hope you don't. Go look it up. Go ahead, Spencer.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I've been one that's been smacked down. I've got scars all over my back, half across my ass, and down the back of my legs for believing in Alabama for the past 3 years. Seeing the talent we got, seeing what we're there, what the potential is, and actually in my heart believing in them. To see what happened through the year, it striped me up one side and back down the other. I'm always a Bama fan. I'm always going to support them. But, yeah, I was getting a little skittish and hurting and stinging there, having to, predict him at the beginning of the season like, God, what's going to happen? But now, what I'm saying now, and I do love me some Coach Nick Saban. I can't lie to that.
Amen.
I loved everything he did.
Preach it on the mountain, brother.
Times have changed. He had to change his offensive scheme. He changed that 5 years ago. He had to change because he knew it. It's about scoring points, not defense. All right. So now we have changed again on the talent and how we get talent. You have to have a more I'm going to just say it, a damn fun practice, a team. You got to bring in stuff that, that they relate to, the music, the whatever. Back in my days, you had to put stripper poles on sidelines to keep me entertained. But I'm just saying, nowadays, just give them some music, do all that good stuff, and it makes them happy. And he falls right in. Coach D, he relates to the new era player, and with the talent that we have, now don't get me wrong, y'all, he's still going to have to prove it on game day. I'm talking before game day starts. I'm looking at the roster. I'm talking at the people we have. We know that's going to be there, not the recruiting that, they come on in, they're committed, but then they're gone. Then they come in, and then they're gone. Not them. I'm talking about the ones we have that's already proven, like a Jalen Milroe. The ones we've already proven they're going to stay because they love the University of Alabama, like William Bryant would say. And good to see you in here, William. He wants people in here. He wants to be at Alabama because they want to be here. Well, that's Jalen Milroe. That's the guys around him. They believe in him, exactly. And that's where we're going with it. I'm telling you right now, with this next championship team, they're bought in. It's on. I believe it. I believe it to all up in me. And Kalen DeBoer, Coach D, is going to win the national championship his first year as head coach at Alabama. I believe it. Deal with it. What do you think there, AT?
Hey, remember William Bryant called that shot. He said we're going undefeated and win a championship this year, and I wasn't so sure that we'd go undefeated, but we're going to be there. We're going to have a shot at that. I really think, and here's the thing. He's proven, a lot of things I was thinking he's done even better than I thought he was going to do. He keeps proving people wrong. He can't do this, he does it. He can't do this, he does it. Right now, their big little foo-boo bullshit is going on now is he is not winning the state of Alabama, and we're not. Right now, I think we got one or two for the top 10 in the state of Alabama committed to us. But hey, don't worry about it. It ain't signed yet. Paper ain't meant pen, so don't worry about that. But hey guys, let me ask y'all something about Spencer. Is he breaking up on it, or am I the one breaking up? I'm hearing you fine, Spencer. I'm breaking up. Okay.
You're definitely breaking up on my end.
All right, 10-4.
But anyway, like you were saying, they're saying, well, okay, he ain't winning the state of Alabama. We don't know that yet. Only thing we know is we had a verbal commitment to Alabama by a couple of players who left and gave a verbal to Auburn because they was offered more money. Who says that Alabama will up that ante and get them back before signing day? We don't know jack crap yet. That's my point. We don't know.
Yeah.
What we do know, who is staying, whose heart is Alabama. That's what we do know. We know our coach. The coach has proven himself immensely what he's all about. Look at his past history. Look at his resume. Look what he's done while he's been at Alabama. And I'm telling you, it ain't nothing but natties, brother. It's nothing but natties. It's coming. Y'all get ready for it. It's coming. Y'all can hate all you want, but it is definitely coming. We're winning this one.
And guys, again, how long, he didn't have a full staff together, Spencer, till what? How many months into this? And look how good he's recruiting already. So next year, Katie, bar the door. Y'all go sit down, be quiet, hush, sit down, because here he comes. You think you did like Nick Saban, you wait till this dude gets through. Whew.
Well, that's another point. Let me bring everybody down to earth on. When he does this, and it's happening, Alabama's winning natty this time. We're winning it. First time head coach at Alabama. He's winning this natty. Then he's going to have to prove on how he's going to get more coaches in. Right now, he's got his perfect staff around him. He's got the staff that he's worked with, that knows him, that knows how he thinks, who feels him. But once he does this, people are going to start snatching these coaches. Boom, 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 boom. Then he's going to get that Nick Saban era where he's got to rebuild not only his team, but his coaching staff every single year, which I think the man can do it. I think he's got it. If I didn't, I wouldn't predict he's going to get 8 championships in 15 years. I really think that's going to happen. I mean, what do you think, AT?
I'm right there with you. I tell you what, I think DeBoer's going to do a lot better than everybody wants him to, simply because they don't like Alabama. They hate Nick Saban, and now here comes DeBoer, and they're like, oh, shit. Here comes, they're going to do it all over again. I'm right there with you, Spencer. I think DeBoer, he's going to start losing assistants, just like you said. He's got to be able to rebuild his assistants up and get them going and keep rebuilding his assistants. But, that's what a good coach can do. I think DeBoer is right there, and, he's going to be a top dog for a number of years until he gets ready to retire. I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
Once again, that's where – I ain't gonna lie about it. I was sweating it with Nick Saban because he already proven he went to LSU, won a national championship. He goes to Miami.
Yep.
He leaves Miami, comes to Alabama. So I'm like, okay, is he all about the money or is he all about the game? What's this man all about? I ain't gonna deny it. I had them thoughts. And it took his 4th year with me at Alabama before I realized that he's all about player development. His passion, his love, his heart, his gratitude, his achievements is how he developed young men and players and coaches, how they developed, how he was able to help other people further their career. It took that, because up to there, I still have my doubts. He may jump ship. So I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm gonna be looking at Coach D because he's a young man and NFL's gonna be slapping some money at him. Godfather SEC, good to see you, brother.
They're gonna come after Kirby before they do DeBoer, I think, and if not, that means DeBoer's past him, and that's fine with me. That means we're back where we should be, on top of everything, which we're up there now. We got a question mark because of all the turnover at the coaches' positions and all this stuff. And hey, did you see Kane Womack on the shorts, the YouTube shorts? He was talking to you.
I did. I loved it.
That's why I want my coach. I don't want him sitting there, kissing everybody going, hey, you're okay. You're a good boy. You're going to start. You're going to be fine. Tell your mom everything. Hey, no, he's in their ass going, get up off the ground. I don't care if your legs broke. Walk off the field. Don't lay on the field. Get better. So, I mean, he's sitting there yelling, and I love it, man. That's why I want my coach. I want him fired up. I want fire in his eyes. I want to hear spit and piss and vinegar coming out of his mouth.
And that's what's going on right now. And I am so proud to see it every which way I can. But right quick, let me ask you, AT. Through the history of the University of Alabama, what was your favorite logo, you personally? You want me to break it down?
I think it'd be the one with the elephant coming through the A.
All right, I'll give you that one because that means it's 1973 to 1988.
Yeah, that's actually
mine also. Because from 1952 to 1973, the logo looked like a constipated elephant looking for a place to shit. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Turned sideways.
It was damn pitiful.
Yeah.
Now, the 1973 to 1998, I'm like you, is my favorite. With Big Al coming through the A. Oh, man, it's awesome. Gut wrench. I love it. Now, 1998 to 2004, it was all right. It's like a circle, and it had everything. It was all right. But it was not something that would fire you up at all. Nothing whatsoever.
Right.
Then you got the the 2018 to now, where they're just using the A. Please, y'all, come on. Let's bring some back into Alabama. Bring it back in the logo. Come on. I understand. I understand, but damn it, bring it back. Bring it back. What do you think there, AT?
I agree with you. I don't like it. It's a stylistic A is what it's called, but I don't like it. I wish you got to bring the elephant back, put him on there and put the A on him or something, but don't just put the A up there. I mean, there ain't enough there, for what you stand for.
Hey, Brock, good to see you, brother. Brock, this is good. This is gonna be a good one for you, big dog. This is a question I got to ask AT. It hit my brain, and I wrote it down. I wrote it down last week, actually. I've been saving this one for you, brother. All right. There's some Georgia opinion shows and some Alabama opinion shows that are starting to ask the question. Georgia, I understand because everything they got going on at their college with Kirby Smart right now. As a football fan, me and you both are diehard. Brock, you're a diehard. Stephen Hicks, you're a diehard. So I wanted to hear y'all's opinion over here in the comments section on this question. Would you rather be your college, Alabama, be a 8-4 team with a perfect players, getting no trouble whatsoever, none whatsoever? Everybody's perfect, getting good grades, nobody's getting arrested, everything is wonderful. 8-4 team. Or, as an Alabama fan, would you want to be 15-0 and have some misdemeanors, a couple of felony charges pulled in there, a couple of, spousal abuses to get your 15-0? So, is the wins more important as a fan than your image? Go ahead, AT.
No, sir. You said spousal abuse and felony. I'm on. And other stuff can happen. That comes and goes. But There's never excuse, and I want you guys to listen to me. There is never an excuse to ever lay your hands on your wife in anger. Never. I don't care what you're doing, how you're doing, what's going on. Don't ever put your hands on your wife in anger. That's rule number one in my life. You cannot do that. The felonies, you can't do that, guys. I mean, felony is something severe. It's not a misdemeanor. I don't like misdemeanors, but you can live with that because it could have been a mistake. The kid screwed up, but felonies and stuff like that, no, sir. I can't tolerate that at all.
All right. I agree with you. I agree with you totally on that one. Now let me ask you this. As times has changed through the years, me and you both are a little bit different ages, but we've lived pretty much through the same eras. During Bear Bryant days as a head coach, period, everywhere he's been, Texas A&M, Alabama, everywhere he's been, he was the same way.
Yes, sir.
You break the law, you off the team. Boom, done. And then we go through our great Nick Saban. A little bit different era. Where, yes, I agree, some people need to get a second chance in life.
Yeah.
If circumstances are right, a third chance. So giving even coaches, players, everybody, because you got to admit, Coach Nick Saban, he was great ever giving everybody second chances to better themselves. So which way do you believe right now that our coaches need to go with when people screw up legally? Do we cut them loose, give them a second chance? What do we do? What's your opinion?
Well, I'm like Nick Saban, and some of the things, like I said, misdemeanors and stuff, you can bring them back. Here's the thing. Would you rather have them with you on campus learning how to be men, how to get better and to be better, or would you rather just kick them off the curb and let them be out there in the street knowing they're getting worse? It really is up to each individual, case by case, that you go through as far as what you're doing and how you're doing, if you can be redeemed or not.
Well, see, that's the problem I got. Because back in Bear Bryant days and all that, you had your football players, all your athletes, don't care if it's softball, basketball, who it was. You lived on campus in dorms. You had dorm moms and dads who stayed in there to keep eyeballs on you. You had people who protected you. They called it, being wardens, but their job was actually protect you, to keep you out of trouble. Well, them days are gone. During Nick Saban days, they ain't even got dorms no damn more. If I'm not mistaken, Alabama was one of the first ones. I think it was Alabama and Texas. I'm going to have to check my facts on it. Like I said, I hadn't had a chance to research out. So y'all going to have to, correct me on this. But I know Alabama got nailed for it. I think Texas did too, where our dorms were just so intimidating to everybody else. We offered more than all the other schools could offer. We had game rooms. We had massage therapy. We had a damn, aroma room. We had all this shit that we could offer our players that other schools couldn't. So they cut that shit out and let the students live off campus in apartments. So now we give them thousands of dollars to live off campus in apartments in areas that drugs, everything is just free willy now. And we want to blame the kid when we're actually doing it to them. I mean, that's my opinion. What do you think, AT?
Yeah, I got a little baby in the background crying, guys. You'll have to look up.
I love that sound. That's a beautiful sound.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm saying. And here's the thing, you again, it's a case by case kid. You know how bad he actually did, and how if he really is upset at himself and wants to do better. But you can tell when you talk to kid, if he don't want to be better and don't want to prove himself, you gotta let him go. But I'm with you. I want to keep the kid on the field. I want to keep him in there on my team and try to make him a better person overall, so that I can help him. But if you just kick him to the curb, he ain't gonna get that help. He's done. He'd be out on the street selling, crack to the people who pay. But if you keep him in an organization and make him pay the price and make him earn his way back on that field and earn his way back into that, stadium, now you're helping a young man rather than just throwing him away.
Well, that being said, let me ask you this. This man to man, I know what I know my opinion on it. Today's day, today, where things are right now, what our coaches have to deal with right now. Do you think if Coach DeBoyer had the Bear Bryant mentality that you screw up, you're gone. You break the law, you're going to jail. I ain't bailing your ass out. You're gone. You're off the team. How many players do you think we can recruit if Coach D had that mentality today?
Maybe 60% of them. I think 4 out of 10 would be a problem because they just. I don't know. I'm guessing now when I say that. Maybe 60%, maybe 65 at best.
I would go less than that. At that point, I say you might as well go into being independent like Notre Dame. Go ahead and just say you're a Vandy. Go ahead because you ain't getting the good players because they know they can get paid not to do jack crap. They don't have to listen to your shit to get paid. So me personally, I think we'd go down to Vandy. We would if Coach D did what Bear Bryant did back in his day. That's my opinion. Hey,
You're
Ryan,
right.
good to hear, brother.
I seen Roll Tide rise up in the band there. How you doing, Roll Tide? You're right, and there's a point in talent and a point in somewhere between talent and attitude. There's a fine line that you got to decide to what you're going to put up with as an organization. But you're right. I agree with you. At some point,
let me ask you this. Have you watched any of the online show of Way Offsides? The YouTube show, Way Offsides?
I watched a little bit of it.
They're doing good. I'm very proud of them. They're doing a very good job, and I just want to do a shout out with them. And anybody on here that's if you get a chance, check them out. They're doing a great show. They love Alabama, and they do a damn good job. I have to say that. But they were talking about today. I was watching. They was talking about the 2024 SEC defensive back groups. Who is ranked where? I'm going to just go ahead and read them out now because I didn't have to download nothing, but, Icebox has tried to teach me, but I don't know how to do it yet. Anyway, number 1, the SEC defensive back groups for 2024. The number 1 college is Georgia by their rankings. Number 2 is Alabama. Number 3 is Missouri. Number 4 is Texas A&M. Number 5 is Oklahoma. Number 6 is LSU. Number 7 is Texas. And number 8 is Tennessee. I'm going to give you the floor on this one, AT. I'll be right back.
You said that was defensive back?
Defensive backs. SEC defensive backs.
Okay, I got you. Go ahead. I got you covered. I don't see Tennessee – guys, I don't see Tennessee secondary being that good. I mean, I know that's easy to say it because Alabama fan, right? We hate Tennessee. Okay, I get you. But that ain't what I'm doing. Look at what Alabama has done with the guys they got coming in this year. I mean, we got a guy coming in from Michigan, guy coming in from USC. We lost our guy to Ohio State. I ain't gonna say his name because he's a quitter. And if Icebox were here, he hit the zap button just in on me, but he ain't here, so he's a quitter. I look at Alabama having probably the first or second ranked defensive secondary in the SEC, you know, by I think LSU secondary is going to be good. Their defense ain't worth a damn right now, but their secondary is still going to have a lot of talent. So LSU might be right there with us, 1-2. Let's see, we got who else might be rebuilding in there? A&M. I just don't know how good they are at Texas A&M at secondary. I dropped them down further. Texas, yeah, Texas will be up there. I think you got Alabama and you got Texas and you got Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Georgia, LSU. I think the top 4 SECs and the SEC defensive backs. And then that's my opinion. Now, the other 4, Missouri, I don't know what Missouri's really got. I don't think they're going to be that good. Spencer, I really don't think they got what it's going to be. And, of course, Auburn and their stripper pole program, you know, I mean, they're going to be getting better. He's going to get some players. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're going to get some players. But Hugh Freeze is a good coach. He's not a great coach. He's a good coach, and don't try to make him more than he is. He's 8-4, 9-3, maybe a 10-2 here and there, and he beat Alabama a couple of times, but that's his claim to fame. I beat Alabama back-to-back, and that's all he's done. He ain't won a national championship. Back to the DBs. So I look at Alabama, Texas, Georgia, and LSU probably being a top 4 DBs schools. But I don't, maybe Florida might sneak in there, Spencer. But I just don't see Tennessee, Missouri, or A&M being up in the top 8.
Well, for me, if it ain't Alabama, it just don't damn matter. Period. I don't give a damn about nobody else's defensive backs. I give a shit about Alabama's DBs. And
yes,
by this record here, if you went by raw talent, Alabama would be number 1 by raw talent. Proven talent, to me, Alabama should be number 5. We haven't proven shit yet. These young men with all these talent, everything, we see them. We see what they're doing, but we haven't seen them in game action. We haven't seen them on these eyes or seen this guy cutting across. We don't know how they're going to react in a live action. We don't know how much more learning that they're going to have to do to be great. We don't know this. So for them to be 2, to me, is bullshit. But as far as everybody else, I could give a flying fuck. I don't give a damn. That's me on that one. You got anything else you want to say on that one, AT?
not really. I mean, we got the raw talent. It's going to be called the Swarm this year, that 335. And the speed we got is going to be unbelievable.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. Who is the one receiver that you are, for Alabama, that you are thinking in your mind going to have a breakout year this year? That people's going to be the number one receiver, people's going to have to respect and be scared of?
That's a good question. Maybe Ryan Williams. I can't think of their names right now, Spencer, with all this going on about here around my house.
I understand. That's all right. Well, for me, I'm going to call it right here tonight. Kendrick Law is going to be Alabama's breakout receiver. They will have to go to him because he is going to take the ball away. He's going to beat people up when he gets it. He is going to be the man this year. I really believe that. It is his time. He's paid his dues, and he is ready to prove it. He's healthy. It's on. And Coach D's play scheming fits right into him. So I'm thinking Kendrick Law, to me, is going to be the standout receiver for Alabama. That's just me.
He very well could be. He very well could be.
All right, let me ask you this now. I am very respectful and very proud of what Coach DeBoyer, Coach D, has done with Proctor. Proctor was a starter for Alabama under Nick Saban. Proctor left. He came back. Proctor is having to practice with the second string offense right now.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
That's very good. He's lucky he ain't third string. He left.
I agree.
If you don't understand, but that's a very good thing. Like I said, he's lucky he ain't starting out third string because you left. You earn your way back. You got to earn it. You can't be given, and you got to get out there and kick somebody's ass, and you got to show that you're better. And if he don't lose at least 30 pounds between then and this year, then he ain't been trying, because he needs to lose at least 30 pounds, if not 40 pounds, to get lighter and quicker and faster so he can pass block them edge rushers who blew by him last year.
Well, that's his footwork. But I am very proud of Coach D making him work his way. You can be a starter all you want, but you was gone. Now you're back. We got these 100 guys right here that's out working you. You're going to have to beat their ass out if you want that spot. I am so proud he's doing that. I was afraid they're just going to bring him back. Oh, God, you're Proctor. Oh, God, here, you got it. And wouldn't teach this young man nothing. Coach D is making him work for it. I am proud of that. Because we all have to admit, now, Proctor was thrown into a fire pit. I won't deny it.
Yeah.
He was thrown in straight out of high school, put in a college game at Alabama, and he had to stay there at a tackle with nobody having time to show him his foot placement, hand placement, nothing. Didn't have a chance to work on his weight, nothing. And he did great under them circumstances. But he still has a lot to learn. I love Proctor. All to hell and back. But he ain't ready yet. Until he gets his mind right and his body right and his mechanics right, he ain't going to be ready. And I don't want him out there this year unless he's ready. No offensive lineman should be out there this year unless they're ready. But by my understanding, we have a center that is ready. One of the best centers in college football last year is ready. And we need that. So Jalen, nice to be able to catch the ball. Nice to have it up here so he can be looking at what's going on. It's going to be amazing. Oh, I'm so excited. Finally, we get to see what Jalen's all about. I mean, what do you got? You got any last words there, AT? I'm sorry. I'm getting woody, man. Sorry.
Well, keep on, man. I'm glad to hear you have all this enthusiasm, man. Like I said, if Caden Proctor come back and he's working hard, you'll see it, because he's going to lose weight because he was too big, man. He could not move. He had too much weight to try to move against these 275. He's giving up, 75 pounds more. We weigh 75 pounds more, so he drops 40 pounds. He should be fine.
I have to agree with that 110% on that one, because he's already lost weight. I got to give him one. He was up yonder wherever the hell he went, wherever that school was he went to. Anyway, he came in looking lean. I have to give him that. He looks good. But my last words is, Roll Tide, look out, everybody, because what I'm seeing, my gut deep down in I'm talking all the way to my back gut. is telling me Bama's going to be more than y'all think this year. We have a proven head coach that has more talent than he ever have in his whole damn career. And he's just saying he's playing with house money right now. He's playing with house money. He's looking at this. He got offense. Oh, man, we got. Okay, let me throw this out here right quick. We all agree Justice Hayes is going to be the starting off running back for us. He is sweet Justice Hayes. Is that bad? But my gut's telling me he's going to catch more passes than he has straight out runs because the scheming of it. It's going to be so great. It's going to be great. I see Coach Womack. He's out there cussing boys up, down. Don't let them walk around. He's all up on their ass. So I see our defense. I'm going to call it now. I'm going to say at the end of the season, we will be number 9. We'll have the number 9 defense in the country. I really believe that. We'll be number 9. Because right now, we ain't even doing nothing. We got to prove everything on the field. I'm going to say we're going to end up being number 9. So if we end up with the number 1 offense, number 9 defense, it ain't nothing but natties and graffiti, brothers. All right. So at this time, if AT ain't got nothing else to say, I'm going to say roll tide, everybody. You got anything, AT?
No, I'm good, brother. And I appreciate you coming on tonight and doing some talking. Roll tide. Have a good one.
I appreciate you, sir. Good night, everybody. Roll tide.
You've got to be better in all 3 areas of life, which of course are spiritual, mental, and physical. You must be able to discipline yourself. If you don't learn but one thing out of football, it'd be worthwhile. There's certain sacrifices that you will have to make. There are going to be many sacrifices you have to make in later life. To fight. Oh, I don't mean fist fight. I mean to get up and come back and get up and come back and get up and come back again after you've been knocked down. And that could happen to you in later life. But if it does, you're going to know how to handle it. There's no one that ever has or ever will accomplish anything alone. I've read about self-made men. That's Tommy rot, as far as I'm concerned. I don't even know how to define intangibles. And I know that if you learn these lessons, you'll have it. And if you have it, you'll win, and you'll be better prepared in those 3 areas of life that we've been talking about. That there are going to be times for everyone that you're going to get discouraged. But if you never lose sight of your objective and never give up on yourself, if we do that as a team, 11 at the time, 4 years from now, why, we'll be walking out of here as national champions.